Hey guys, what's up? It's Maddie here, and I know I look familiar. I'm wearing the same outfit I was wearing in my last video. That's because I filmed them back to back so that I could have time to edit. The reason I'm getting a lot of good, not a lot of good necessarily, that sounds bad. Sorry. The reason I'm getting a lot of videos filmed is because I'm on spring break from school. So I'm trying to get that so I can film quite a few and then edit them throughout school week. So I kind of wanted to do this as a first review slash kind of open it and looked at it slash impression of it. Kind of curious about how it's going to work slash my fears of breastfeeding and my just everything, what I'm excited about and all that. And I think that's a good thing to share because I mean, you go into this and there's a lot of stigma behind breastfeed or don't breastfeed. Like there's a lot of people that are very for and very against. And it makes it really hard as a new mom going into it when you want to do something. And then you have the people that breastfeed and they're very encouraging, but you also have people that breastfeed and they're like kind of hounding you about it. And I definitely think that breastfeeding is something that is healthy and great for the baby, and I think obviously it's meant to happen, otherwise it wouldn't happen. But I would never push it on somebody or expect somebody to do it just because I feel like it's healthier for your child. I mean, it's like anything in life. You don't want to push on people, you know? So, I did not even remember the price, so I better stop and then go find that, and I'll be right back. So I'm back, and I'm sorry about that. I actually did have it in my wallet, thank goodness. I try to keep all my receipts now that I'm buying this baby stuff, just in case. But it looks like, and I got it from Walmart, because I'm not made of money, and I couldn't afford, like, a Medela. I don't know if anybody's heard of those. I mean, probably they're pretty popular. They're like $300. I couldn't really afford it. So the one I got was the most affordable double breast pump that I could find in Toys R Us, or Babies R Us. My store has them mixed together, Toys and Babies R Us. Walmart, Target. I couldn't find any other ones that was around this price. So I got mine. It is the pronunciation. The Lansinoh. I got the Signature Pro, the double electric breast pump. And it says it has 3 customizable pumping styles, innovative technology, and a hygienic design. And it includes, you know what, I don't think I got the carry tote. It says it includes this stuff, but you know what, hey, I am happy to have the breast pump. I don't need the carry tote. And I paid $137.77 for this. So it's really hard to get a double breast pump under $100 that is electric. So if you're trying to find a breast pump, I would recommend definitely expecting to spend that much. Or if you, and I would not recommend using somebody else's as like a hand-me-down. I don't recommend it. It could be clean and as sanitary as possible. I just feel like everyone should get a new breast pump because you don't know how long you're going to be using it. You don't know how long they've used it. And I just think for sanitary reasons and for your child that getting a new one is probably the smartest idea. I did notice that it came with coupons. Oh, and I'm not, just so you know, like this isn't a sponsored video or anything. It came with coupons, which is kind of exciting. That's kind of nice. I mean, you purchase a $140 product, so it came with storage bags for your breast milk, and I don't have it with me, but I bought a pack of this same brand of 50, so that's kind of nice to have a few more. Kind of maybe like, since it's in a bag, keep these with me just in case I have to pump out. The bonus thing I really, really liked about this is the base, by the way. It is battery operated and it has an adapter. So, I looked up reviews on this, unfortunately after I bought it, but I heard a lot of great reviews. I heard that it is really like the hospital one, and that, I mean, while people would rather, if they had the money, they said the Medela is better, but It's very good for on the go, they said. So if you're an on the go mom and being battery operated, they said it runs very well on battery. So, I mean, I heard that and I was like, okay, you know what, that's pretty good. I mean, I'm not necessarily on the go all the time, but you just never know when you're going to need batteries, and I think that makes it really cool that you're not stuck in one spot. And then this is the adapter. It's a pretty big adapter. I mean, it's a pretty long cord, which I'm pretty happy about, because I don't like when, like, your iPhone has, like, a cord this long. It's just not really fun. So, they give you 2 bottles. Obviously the Lansinoh bottles, and they're 5 ounces each. Which I thought, I mean, that was cool. I mean, obviously you have to pump it into something. And then they also, these are what are needed as kind of a filter. Because I've kind of experienced this. My sister-in-law breastfed my nephew for a little while. So I kind of got the hang of how to clean stuff when I was in the hospital with her, and kind of what everything kind of is. So I'm not completely, like, blank on what some of this stuff is. And I believe they give you 4. I put 1 in the thing already. They give you 4, and they look like this. Here, let me see if I can, so you can actually focus on it. They look like this. Yeah, they just kind of filter the milk, so the milk's not like it's filtering it out. I'm not an expert on this stuff, but. And then for the bottles, what's really, really nice is the bottle comes with a cap with, obviously this can come out, and the reason that this can come out is because it comes with a nipple, and I have a piece of my hair on it. Don't worry, all of my stuff will be boiled and sanitized as soon as I can. And I'm not worried about it right now because it's not going to be going anywhere near my son at the moment. I'm only 21 weeks pregnant. And then this is the nipple it comes with, and it really does look like it mimics a nipple. Yeah, but then you just can pop it out. And that's if you just want to straight breastfeed them feed them from the bottle for whatever reason. If you're going away and someone needs to feed them, you know. And it came with an extra stopper, obviously, so each of the cups have stoppers, or each of the lids have stoppers, and you just, you just screw it on there. And what's really, really nice, that is in the instruction booklet, which, you know what, I'll go over that a little bit later. It kind of tells you some really cool things, especially if you've never breastfed before, or been around someone that breastfed, or this is your first child, and you don't know the timings of your holding your milk and all that jazz. So then it comes, and these are where those things go. So then it comes with these 2 things, and these are what actually go on said boob. And then the tubing, I believe the tubing can come off, and can be put back on so that you can sanitize it while you're using it. Obviously, you're going to have to clean it eventually. But I do like it comes with this rim, this really soft rim, because I know ones, like my friend used one in the hospital, and it was literally just plastic, and it was hard, and it kind of a little more uncomfortable. And if you want to breastfeed, and if I plan to try and do this as long as possible, hopefully around a year, and if I do it for a year, I mean, you want to be as comfortable as possible. So that is what comes with that. And then the tube is like this, and then you get to the handy dandy end right here. And the way this works is there's 2 plugins for something to go. You have the adapter to go right here, and on this side you have the tubing to go into. And there isn't really an illustration on exactly how it goes in, so I kind of just do it like this. Or I did when I tried it out. And then it just goes into here. And this controls the suction that these take. And then it filters through this and goes into here. So you're going to always need these bottles. I guess you can see if any of them fit. I guess I can report or tweet or something if any different bottle would fit. I bought a few Playtex bottles, so I guess maybe those could. But definitely not the cheaper bottles I got at Walmart, like the Parents' Choice. Those wouldn't work because they're smaller. So this is the actual breast pump. Let me set that to the side there. And all of this will be sanitized and washed and cleaned before use. So I kind of am not worrying about it right now. They give you a cap for, obviously, most likely when you have the nipple on it. And then they give you these caps to put on here. I mean, which I find kind of convenient, at least so that rim isn't touching a lot of stuff. So if you're using it and you kind of have to mid-stop, put it on, go, and that way, if I touch something, you don't feel so gross or anything. Sorry about that. Trying to set it up here, and that's not working. You also get, oh, this is a lanolin HPA. I believe, yeah, it's like a cream, and it is supposed to soothe and protect sore, cracked nipples. I have heard a lot about that, and I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to handle it. I've heard that some actual creams can affect the baby, and I don't want that to happen. And then I've seen, I believe, Missy Lanning from Daily Bumps, I believe she said she used to use coconut oil. So I'm not sure. And then obviously it comes with breast pads to put in your bra so if you leak, you're not leaking all over anything. And that is the end of the box. I know this is a really long video, and I'm so sorry about that, but there's a lot to discuss when it comes to breastfeeding, and I think it's an important thing to have a discussion about. Even if you say you don't want to do it, I think it's important to just to talk about. And if you still decide not to do it, then you know what? Go ahead, it's your prerogative. But I think it's definitely something that you should think about. I definitely don't think it should be shamed. It's a very, very natural thing, because they don't want to be looked down upon for fearing breastfeeding, and I think it's a completely normal thing. Breastfeeding is something that once you do it, it's wonderful. I've seen a lot of good things about breastfeeding and a lot of good statistics and things, and I hear it can be a very big bonding thing for you and your child. But breastfeeding is also not always easy. You could have an easy breastfeeding time where they latch on great or whatever. And you know what? If your baby doesn't latch, I still think you can breastfeed. Maybe you could keep trying the nipple at times, but if that doesn't work, definitely bottle feed. But you can bottle feed your breast milk. You don't have to automatically use formula, which I think some people are very confused when they think bottle fed. They automatically think formula, but it doesn't necessarily have to mean that. I'm going to do my best to breastfeed, and I'm going to do my best not to give up, but I know it can be a very emotionally time-consuming thing that not everybody can do. And just so you know, I mean, I know I say this in the hospital, but as much breast milk as you can do as possible. If you can only breastfeed for the 6 weeks, do it. If you don't want to, I mean, obviously you do not have to. It's not a mandatory thing. This is all on my own opinion, and this is not any facts or anything. I've just seen a lot of people shame each sides, and I don't think that's fair. If someone wants to formula feed, I know my nephew and my goddaughter, my best friend, she bottle feeds with formula, and you know what? They're still healthy. It's not like they're unhealthy, but I personally want to do my best to breastfeed. It's natural. It's cheaper, honestly. I mean, formula is expensive, and when you already tack on the expenses for everything else, I need diapers, wipes, all of that stuff. It all adds up, and formula is really expensive. So I'm going to do my best to breastfeed my son. And if anybody has any questions, or if you just want some advice about how you're feeling about, if you're on the fence of breastfeeding and you kind of just want to know a little bit about it, you can definitely message me. You can leave a comment. I will comment back if you don't mind it being public. Yeah, I feel like I'm making this channel because I'm going through this all as what you guys are seeing. I don't know what's going to happen. I've never breastfed before. I've never bottle fed before. Like, I've never done any of this with my own child. It's a whole nother story when it comes to your own child and your nephew or your goddaughter. So, one day in July, which is when I'm due, July 27th, I'm going to be doing this on my own, and it is going to be difficult. And having a support system, you guys, my family, my friends, that is definitely what's going to make the difference on how you approach a situation. If you have support and you feel loved and everything, guess what? You're going to feel so much better about what you do. So if you need that support, if you need that love, come talk to me. I'm here. I know it's kind of got a little long and like a little emotional for some people possibly, but I just know I know what it feels like not to have anybody to talk to about something. So never feel that you can't message me, comment, or anything, or don't be scared to, or just don't be scared to subscribe and hit the like and start experiencing this with me, because I want to experience it with you guys. That's the whole point of making these videos. I know I mentioned that in like once a video, and I apologize. Well, I'm going to go. My mom is coming into town, so I'm going to kind of go hang out with her for a while. Be on the lookout for new videos. Be on the lookout for these videos. Obviously, you're watching this right now if you could hear it. Anyway, but don't, like I said, don't be afraid to ask me a question if you have a question to ask, and if you don't want to subscribe and ask, that's fine, but it would mean the world to me. So I shall smell you guys later. Bye.